Well, Naomi, first of all, congratulations with the win tonight. I have to ask, like I've done for every person that I've interviewed, how about these fans? You didn't play in front of anybody last year when you won this event, so I want to know from you how great it feels for you to be out in front of this many people tonight.
Yeah, it feels kind of crazy to play in front of everyone again. I just want to say thank you for coming out here. Yeah, last year when we didn't have a crowd, I know it felt quite lonely for me. So I'm just really glad to see, you know, little kids in the audience and of course grown-ups too. But yeah, just thank you for coming out here, and I think the energy here is definitely unmatched, so I'm just really glad to, you know, be playing in Arthur Ashe again.
The first set, very, very competitive. Marie was playing very well. The second set, you looked absolutely fabulous. This year, you have not played a ton of matches coming in here, but how great is it that you play on this court and the comfort level you feel walking on this particular court, and what difference does that make for you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've played a lot of matches on this court. I think it might be the court that I've played the most matches in my career, but yeah, definitely I feel really comfortable here, and I think playing a night match is a really big honor, of course, and to be playing the first night match is something I've never done before, so yeah, I'm just glad I won.
Naomi, last week you went to where you grew up, basically, not far from here, in Queens, okay? You redid the courts. You paid out of your own money to have the courts that you grew up on redone. What did that mean to you to go back to that area and redo those courts, and what a great thing that you did?
Yeah, it definitely meant a lot to me. For me, I grew up here until I was like around 8, so just to be able to revisit my old courts and see familiar faces that apparently tell me stories about things that I did.
Were you good? Were you good or bad?
You know, they didn't say I was terrible. So I guess I was an okay kid. But yeah, me and my sister, we used to play on those courts all the time. So just to be able to see the newer generation of kids playing on it, it really meant a lot.
Now, speaking of new generation, we saw you run over there, give something to that young fan. Can we ask you what it was?
Yeah, I just heard her when I was playing my match, and she was so cute. So thank you for cheering me on, and but yeah, in the Olympics, we got like little pins that we were supposed to pass around to other players, you know, like trading pins. And I wasn't there for a long time, so I have a couple in my bag left over. But yeah, I thought it would be like a nice little memory.
Speaking of course, you grew up a little bit here in Queens, but I'm looking at your racket. Takashi Murakami, if you don't know who that is, a very famous Japanese artist, he actually has painted your rackets. How did that come about?
Well, I've been a fan of his work for a really long time. So honestly, I just asked. And it turns out he was a fan of mine too, so it was very organic, the relationship.
All right, well, let's hope that we're going to see you play with those rackets for a long time in this tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, your defending champion, Naomi Osaka.
Thank you.
So there you go.